Hello and welcome to episode number 10 of By the Brook. Can you believe we've made 10 episodes? That's over 20 weeks of filming, it's flown by, and in celebration of this, we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to film over a 24-hour period on the farm and try and find as much wildlife as possible. I've set up camp in the meadow and we hope to find moths, bats, newts, frogs, toads, everything. We're going to use a range of ecological surveying techniques, and we're also going to give you farm updates and show what life is like on the farm within a 24-hour period. It's going to be very different, it's going to be extremely live, but it could go horribly wrong. So stick with us and we're sure you're going to enjoy this episode. After pitching my tent, I was keen to set up some camera traps nearby to see if any wildlife decided to pay me a visit through the night. Considering that I'm camping in a wild meadow, the chances are actually quite high. Right, so we're planning on filming over 24 hours. Half of that time is obviously at night. And what we're going to do is try and highlight some fascinating nocturnal animals for you. And the first thing we're going to do is, using this homemade moth trap, is hopefully attract a load of moths for you guys to see. Obviously tonight it's really windy, so this could affect us. I made this trap myself. It's based on a really basic heath trap design. Trap sounds quite harsh. It's not. None of the moths are harmed. It's pretty much just a basic pitfall where there's a lamp on top, tracks the moths, light radiates into the bucket, they can then fall through the funnel, and inside I've put lots of egg boxes, so, and there's a funnel on the bottom, so if it does rain, it drains out and they all stay safe. The idea is then you can go back in the morning, take the lid off, look inside, hopefully it's going to be full of moths. So we're 3 hours into our 24-hour filming expedition.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit cold.
We've just eaten some dinner and getting smoked out by the fire. Of course, it's very windy down here at the moment, so it's swirling around off all the hills. But what we've seen so far, quick little check-in, I suppose.
We've heard quite a lot of birds, because obviously we've had sort of evening chorus. You can still hear a few, but they're all
Dusk chorus, yeah.
off to bed. I think most of them off to roost. We've seen a few blackbirds. There's actually one hopping around just behind the camera right now, which is quite sweet. And obviously we've had the wasps' nest nearby, which we've seen them all going back in.
Birds behind us as well, just there.
Yeah. Lots of insects.
Seen a few moths already, haven't we? So hopefully we managed to entice them into our trap in a bit.
We can just about see a few moths flying around the tops of the grass, so hopefully it's not too windy for them and we'll be able to catch some in the moth trap later. But I think we are going to wait till it's a bit darker, aren't we, to put it out.
I think it'd be better to,
Yeah, 3 hours in, we've got 21 hours left to go.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to see?
Well, we're planning on doing some pond dipping probably tomorrow. If we can find some more newts, great. Hopefully see how they've grown up a little bit, you know, how they've progressed. I know there's some toads on site.
Yes, I saw seen a couple of toads recently. So.
It just always seems to be whenever I find something in my garden, Natalie and the family here have to go and find exactly what I found on the farm, steal my thunder, so to speak. But, yeah, I suppose it's great to see that it's on the farm.
Yeah, but I've never seen a toad here before, so we actually saw three in one day.
I've never found one in my garden, and then it's weird, isn't it? Literally, the first time I found a newt, Natalie finds a newt. First time I found a grass snake, you find a grass snake. But quite like to see some mammals, maybe like large mammals, come in within our campsite.
Yeah, with the camera traps, it'd be quite cool to see if we've got anything on those traps come in the morning.
So we'll check in another few hours.
Yeah, it'll probably be a couple of hours, and we'll put the moth trap out when it's properly bats.
The next thing we're going to try and do, see at night, bats. That's the other thing, wasn't it?
There's a wasp.
Bats, isn't it?
Yeah. Normally we see bats out at this sort of time in the evening, but I haven't seen any yet, so we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled.
You said they were roosting on the trees, something like that.
Yeah, that was an extra. I came down one evening, and the bats were actually roosting in. I don't know if you can see from that camera. There's an ash tree just over there, and it was heaving with bats, which is not something I've ever seen. Because I know that bats in England tend to go into like nooks and crannies and kind of rocky caves, don't they, rather than hang on trees. So it's quite cool to see that.
So we've just seen our very first bat of the night, which is really exciting. We're hoping that more are going to follow suit and come out. So going to use this bat detector to try and ID which species are present. So bat detectors work because bats obviously use sonar to hunt, and what it does is sends out a signal which it can then pick up the sonar from the bat, and obviously the different frequencies that you pick up on the signal using the dial, turning that round, then help you to identify which species of bat it is, because each species has a unique range of frequency that it calls at. So hopefully we'll get one flying overhead and I will have it on the right setting to be able to pick up the frequency, and we can then hopefully ID it. Yes, there's a bat over there. So we just had 2 bats fly over really low and really close to us. Hopefully Natalie managed to capture them on film, but the bat detector went off at just over 45,000 hertz, and that is the calling range of the common pipistrelle bat. So reasonably confident to say that's what they were. Really excited to see it. Nice to see them so close. Right, so it's now dark enough to put our moth trap out, so come with me into the meadow. Right, so I think this is a great spot. So fingers crossed we get loads of moths in the trap by the morning. Just gonna plug it in, you see. The moth trap is designed to be left outside. If you make one at home, be sure to waterproof any electrical elements. So we're just going out on a quick walk to see what we can see in terms of nocturnal animals with our own 2 eyes and a torch. We've seen lots of bats and heard them on the bat detector, hoping to maybe see some nocturnal mammals out. Hopefully pick up some of their eyes throughout the field. Many animals have an extra membrane in their eyes which reflects more light. This allows them to see better in the dark. So we're going to use a large torch in order to spot some of the nocturnal creatures' eyes gleaming back at us. Typically the torches run out of battery, but just up there are 2 eyes staring back at us. Once I get the torch, does work. Probably a fox. We moved the sheep just up here, so it might be eyeing them up, but obviously they're too big for it to get now. So we did actually catch a fox in this field on the camera trap with a rabbit, so it could be the same one. Yeah, it's gone now, unfortunately, but it's cool to see. Definitely something. So we didn't realise this tonight, but it's an absolutely phenomenal full moon. The moonrise is spectacular. It's huge in the sky. Looks like a super moon. Obviously it's not, it's just where it's low, but great timing nonetheless. So we've just come back from our late night stroll, treated with that phenomenal moonrise. Saw a few things, been and checked the moth trap, it's all looking good, seen a few moths flying around it, so hopefully we'll be full by the morning. It's time now to get some sleep, hopefully get a good night's sleep and be up nice bright and early to listen out for that dawn chorus.